Shabbat Shalom. I want to welcome everyone to Sisterhood Shabbat, and Adele is going to start services for us.
Bim bam bim 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 bam bim 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 bam bim bam bim 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 bam bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, 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 Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, hey, Shabbat shalom. Hey, Shabbat, 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 Shalom. Shabbat Shalom. Does anybody have any good news? Tell us your name and speak into the microphone.
My name is Mark, and the good news for this week is the fact that the 5786 batch of etrog liqueur has been bottled. It's in the freezer in the back room, and we can enjoy it after services.
Tell us your name.
My name is Esther, and my good news is that my husband Neil celebrated a birthday this week. That's up to him if he wants to share.
Anybody else? Pick it up. Tell us your name.
I guess Miriam thinks my name tag. My good news that was posted on Facebook that my daughter made Dean's List in her last year of college. So my granddaughter. My granddaughter, I'm sorry.
I know you're young.
My granddaughter.
Anybody else? Okay.
I'd like to call on Harriet Feinstein to give us our opening reading.
Shabbat Shalom. This reading is based on the writings of Rabbi Abraham Joshua Heschel. To celebrate Shabbat is to share in holiness, the presence of eternity, a moment of majesty, the radiance of joy, enhancement of the soul. To celebrate Shabbat is to realize freedom. Shabbat reminds us that we are all royalty, that all mortals are equal, children of God. To celebrate Shabbat is to surpass limitations. We can sanctify time and redeem history, affirm the world without becoming its slaves. To celebrate Shabbat is to sing its melody. We delight in the song of the Spirit, the joys of the good, the grandeur of living in the face of eternity. To celebrate Shabbat is to sense God's presence. God sustains us even when our spirits falter. May we deepen our spirituality and expand our compassion as we praise our Creator for the holiest of Shabbat.
Thank you, Harriet. We turn to page 13, and Mimi Levy will lead us in Shalom Aleichem.
Please sing with me. Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Boachem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruch Hu Ni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seitem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, Mi Melech, Malchei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
We continue on page 14, where Adele will lead us in Yedid Nefesh.
Yedid nefesh av harachaman mishochav dach el ritzonach yarutz avdach kemo hayal yishachaveh el muhadarach yerav lo yedidutach Mino fetzu fichaltam. Yai dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai, yada dai 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 dai. Yada die 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 die, yada die 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 die, yada die 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 die.
At the bottom of page 14, Sandy Sparrow will lead us in a Sabbath prayer.
Sabbath prayer. Dear God, help us now to make this a new Shabbat. After noise, we seek quiet. After crowds of indifferent strangers, we seek to touch those we love. After concentration on work and responsibility, we seek freedom to meditate, to listen to our inward selves. We open our eyes to the hidden beauties and the infinite possibilities in the world you are creating. We break open the gates of the reservoirs of goodness and kindness in ourselves and in others. We reach toward one holy, perfect moment of Shabbat.
On page 15, we turn to L'chuna Ranana, led by Irene Gustin.
L'chuna Ranana, L'chuna Ranana, L'chuna Ranana Ladonai, L'chuna Ranana, L'chuna Ranana, L'chuna Ranana Ladonai. Naria, Naria, Lotsoye, Shenu Nikadma, fana bitoda. Naria, Naria, Lutzu Yishenu, Bizmirot Naria lo. Lechu Neranina, Lechu Leranina, Lechu Lechu Neranina Ladona. Lechu Neranina, Lechu Neranina, Lechu Lechu Neranina Ladonai. Continue silently. Arboim shakut midor, v'yamat otoa lachov heim, v'heim lo yotut debacha, asher nishpati b'yofi, im youn en menuchati.
We continue on page 16, responsibly in the English, led by Anita Rutan.
Sing a new song to Adonai. Acclaim Adonai, all people on earth.
Sing to Adonai, proclaim each day God's awesome might. Announce to the world God's glory and wonders.
For Adonai is great, deserving of praise. Adonai alone is to be revered as God.
All the gods of the nations are nothingness. Adonai created the heavens.
Majesty and might accompany God. Splendor and strength adorn God's sanctuary.
Acknowledge Adonai, all families of nations. Acclaim God's majestic power. Acknowledge God's glory and bring him tribute.
Worship Adonai in resplendent reverence. Let the earth tremble in God's presence.
Declare to the world Adonai is sovereign. God has steadied the world which stands firm and judges all nations with fairness.
Let the heavens rejoice, let the earth be glad, let the sea and all it contains exult.
Let field and forest sing for joy. Adonai comes to rule the earth, to rule the world justly, the nations with faithfulness. Lifnei Adonai kiva, kiva lishpod haaretz, yishpod tevel b'tzedek, b'yamim b'yamunato. We turn to page 20 and rise. And Adele will lead us in Psalm 29.
Mizmor leDavid, havu l'Adonai b'nei Elim, havu l'Adonai kavod va'oz, havu l'Adonai kavod shemo, ishtachavu l'Adonai behadrat kodesh, kol Adonai al hamayim, el hakavod hirim, Adonai al mahayim rabim, kol Adonai bakoach, kol Adonai behadar, kol Adonai shover arazim, vayishaber Adonai et arze halvanon, vayarkidem kimo egel, Levanon v'Sirion, Kemoven re'emim. Kol Adonai chotzev lavodesh, Kol Adonai yachil midbar, yachil Adonai midbar kodesh, Kol Adonai yachol elayalot, Vayechesof ye'arot, uv'hechalo kulo, kulo omer kavod. Adonai lamabul yashav, vayeshev Adonai melech leolam, Adonai oz li'amo yitain, Adonai yivarech et amo v'shalom. You may be seated.
We continue on page 21 with L'chad Adi.
Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nikabila. Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nikabila. Shamo v'zacho v'dibor echad, Hishmianu el hamiyuchad, Adonai echad, Ushmo echad, L'shem ultiferet v'lit hila, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nikabila. Mikdash melech ir melucha, Kumi tzei mitoch hafecha, Rav lach shevet be'emek habacha, V'hu yachamol alayechem la, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nikabila. Hidorari, Ki ba'ore kumi uri, Uri, Shedaberi, Kevod Adonai, Alayich Nigla, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nikabila. V'hayu lim shisach shosai, V'rachaku kol mivalayich, Yasis alayich Elohayich, Kim soscha tanal kala, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nikabila. Boi v'shalom aterepala, Gam b'simcha u'v'tzahala, Toch emunei am segula. Boi chala, Lecha dodi likrat kala, Penei Shabbat nikabila.
You may be seated. On page 23, Paula will lead us in the responsive reading in the English.
A song for Shabbat. It is good to acclaim Adonai, to sing your praise, exalted God, to affirm your love each morning and your faithfulness each night, to the music of the lute and the melody of your harp. Your works, Adonai, make me glad. I sing with joy of your creation. Avast your works, Adonai, your designs are beyond our grasp. The thoughtless cannot comprehend, the foolish cannot fathom this. The wicked may flourish, springing up like grass, but their doom is sealed, you are supreme forever. Your enemies, Adonai, your enemies shall perish, all the wicked shall crumble. But you have greatly exalted, I am anointed with fragrant oil. I've seen the downfall of my foes, I've heard the despair of my attackers. The righteous shall flourish like the palm tree, they shall grow tall like a cedar in Lebanon. Planted in the house of Adonai, they will thrive in the courts of our God. They shall bear fruit even in old age, they shall be ever fresh and fragrant, to proclaim Adonai is just, my rock, in whom there is no flaw.
Irene will lead us in Tzadik Ketama, the last 4 lines at the bottom of page 23.
Tzadik Ketama Yifra, Be'eren Balvanon Yizkeh, Shetulim Bevet Adonai, Becharot Eloheinu Yafichu, Od Yenuhu Eseva, Deshenim V'naranim Yehu, Echagid Ki Yashar Adonai Tzuri Elo Avlatavo.
Page 24. Adonai malach ge lavesh, lavesh Adonai oz hidazar, avtikon tevel bal timod. Eidotecha nemnu ma'od, leveitcha nava kodesh, Adonai liorech yamim. Mourners and those observing Yahrzeit, please rise. Yitgadal, v'yitgadash, Shemei Rabbah, v'yalma divra chirutei, v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'v'yomechon, u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, v'agala u'v'zman kariv v'yimru Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah v'orach le'olam omei omaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitanleh v'yitanlal Shemei d'kudashah b'richu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata damiran v'yalma v'yimru Amen. Yehei Shlomo Rabbah min Shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. Oseh shalom v'mramav hu yaseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimru Amen. We all rise for the Baruch Hu on page 28, led by Karen Westman.
Baraku et Adonai Hamvarak. Baruch Adonai Hamvarak Le'olam Vayed. Praised are you, Adonai, our God, who rules the universe. Your word bringing evening and dusk. You open with the wisdom and the gates of dawn. Design the day with wondrous skill. Set out the succession of seasons. Arrange our stars in the sky according to your will. Adonai Zivot, you create day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness away from light. Eternal God, your sovereignty shall forever embrace us. Praise you, Adonai, who evening's dusk. Umabir yom umevi laila, umadil ben yom ubein laila, Adonai Zivot shemo, el chai v'chayam tamid imok aleinu, Le'olam vayed, Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv arabim.
May be seated. Mimi Levy will lead us in Ahavat Olam on page 29.
Avat Olam Beit Yisrael Amcha Havta Torah u'mitzvot hukim mishpatim otanu limadeta al kein Adonai Eloheinu v'samlokeinu u'kumeinu nasiach b'kechad v'nishmat b'divrei Toratecha Ubamitzvotecha li'olam va'ed ki hem chayenu v'yorech yameinu ubahem neged yamam balayla Yatzachad el tesir mimenu li'olam baruch atah Amod Yisrael. Can you join me into the Shema? Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. V'ahavta es Adonai Elohecha, v'kol levavecha, u'v'kol nafshecha, u'v'kol miodecha. V'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavcha hayom al levavecha v'shinam tam v'necha v'dibata bam v'shiftecha beitecha u'v'leftecha b'derek u'v'kaftecha u'kumecha Usavtam liot al yadecha, v'hayu totapos beinenecha, usavtam al mezuzot beitecha, u'v'yisharecha. Sally to the bottom, please. Page 31 together. Vayomer Adonai el Moshe el Emor Daber el Bnei Yisrael v'yamatar aleichem v'yasut lachem tzitzit al kanfei v'deihem l'doratam v'natnuhu al tzitzit hakanav patil t'chelef v'haya lachem l'tzitzit u'item oto Usatem et kol mitzvot Adonai v'yasitem otam v'lo taturu acharei levachem v'yacharei einechem asher otem zonim achareichem leman tizkaru v'yasitem et kol mitzvotai kiddutem kadoshim le'elohechem ani Adonai Elohechem, Asher Hotzei Tzvidashem, Yeretz Mitzrayim, Liot Lachem, Lelohim, Ani Adonai Elohechem, Adonai Elohechem, Emet.
Don't go anywhere.
I don't
We
think that.
continue on page 32, silently.
Want to hope I be song. Torah song Kulon Aleichem Moshe v'nei Yisrael Lecha Anu V'Shma V'Simcha Rabba V'Yamu Kulam Mi Kamocha Poelim Adonai Mi Kamocha Negdor Bakodesh Noah Tehillah O Sefer Matavu Unanecha Bokeh Lifnei Moshe Ve'eli Anu V'Yamu Adonai Imlo Li'olam Va'ed V'ne'ema Kipadanois Yaakov Ululak Miyak Hazak Mimenu Baruch Atah Adonai Goal Yisrael.
You're excused.
I don't do that.
We continue on page 33, where Janice Weiner will lead us in the English.
Help us, Adonai, to lie down in peace, and awaken us again, our sovereign, to life. Spread over us your shelter of peace. Guide us with your good counsel. Save us because of your mercy. Shield us from enemies and pestilence, from starvation, sword, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings, O God, who watches over us and delivers us.
Our gracious and merciful
Merciful ruler, guard our coming and our going. Grant us life and peace now and always. Spread over us in the shelter of your peace. Praised are you, Adonai, who spreads the shelter of peace over us, over all of his people Israel, and over Jerusalem.
Ushmot Seitenu Voenu L'chaim El Shalom Me'atav Yad Olam Ufros Aleinu Sukat Shlomecha Baruch Atah Adonai Aparei Sukat Shalom Aleinu V'yal Kol Amo Yisrael V'yal Yerushalayim. We rise on page 34 for Vishamru, where we will be being led by Loretta Band.
Vishamru B'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat Masot et Shabbat Ledoratam Baridolam Vishamru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat Ma'asot Et HaShabbat Ledoratam Baridolam B'nei Yisrael Oti Leolam Oti Leolam Oti Leolam Vishamru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat Ma'asot Et HaShabbat Ledoratam Baridolam Ki Sheshet Amim Asa Adonai Et HaShamayim V'et Haaretz V'shamru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat Ma'asot Et HaShabbat Ledoratam Baridolam Uvayom Hashvi'i Shabbat Vayinafash Shabbat Vayinafash Shabbat Vayinafash V'shamru B'nei Yisrael Et HaShabbat Ma'asot Et HaShabbat Ledoratam Baridolam.
Thank you. We remain standing for the Chatzi Kaddish on the bottom of page 34, led by Irene Gustat.
Yiskadal, Yiskadash, Mirabai, Yilma Divra Kirtevin Lif Machute, Bechayechon of Yomechon, Uvechaye Dekol Bet Yisrael, Bagala, Bagala, Uvisman Karim, Tiamaru, Amen, Yeheshme Rabba Mavorach, Leolam, Leol, Meomaya, Yit Barak, Yit Tabach, Yit Parar, Yit Taman, Yit Nase, Yit Hadav, Yit Alev, Yit Alav, Shemeda Kudasha, Rechu, Le'ela, Mikol, Kol Bechata, Vashirata, Tush Bechata, Venechemata, Damiram, Vialma, Viamaru, Amen.
The Amida begins on page 35A or 35B and continues to page 38. You may be seated when you are finished with the Amida. We read the middle paragraph on page 38, stopping at the word "my Redeemer," after which we'll sing Oseh Shalom. Beth will lead us.
Let's read together. My God, keep my tongue from evil, my lips from lies. Help me ignore those who would slander me. Let me be humble before all. Open my heart to your Torah, that I may pursue your mitzvot. Frustrate the designs of those who plot evil against me. Make nothing of their schemes. Act for the sake of your compassion, your power, your holiness, your Torah. Answer my prayer for the deliverance of your people. May the words of my mouth and meditation of my heart be acceptable to me, rock and my Redeemer. Oseh Shalom Bidramav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'emru, Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. V'yimaru, Amen. May the one who brings peace to his universe bring peace to us and to all the people Israel. Amen.
We turn to page 144 for the prayer for healing. When I stop, you may insert the names, and at the end of the prayer on page 144, the words to the Misha Beirach are now in the back of your prayer book. They've been inserted in the back of all the prayer books. Misha Beirach Avotenu Avraham Yitzchak v'Yaakov Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah Hu Yivarech v'Yirapeh et v'et kol hacholim b'kila kedosha HaKadosh Baruch Hu Yimalei Rachamim Aleihem Lahachizikam L'Rapotam V'Yishlach Lahem Mehera Refuah Shlema Min Hashemayim Refuat Nefesh V'Refuat Haguf B'Tol Sha'ar Cholei Yisrael Shabbat Hi Milizok Refuah Krovan Lavo Hashta B'Gala V'Zman Kariv V'Nomar Amen. Turn to the back cover and we sing together. Misha Beirach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Limotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Misha Beirach Imotenu Mekor HaBracha Le'avotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, of spirit, and let us say Amen. We turn to page 47 and rise for Vaychulu, led by Wendy Gerschlag.
Vayichulu hashamayim v'haaretz b'chol sevam vayichal Elohim bayom hashvi'i melachto asher asa vayishbot bayom hashvi'i mikol melachto asher asa. Vayivarech Elohim et yom hashvi'i vayikadesh oto kivo shavat mikol melachto kivo shavat mikol melachto asher barak Elohim asher barak Elohim la'asot. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei Avotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Konei Shamayim v'Aretz.
You may be seated.
Let me do this part. Okay. Magen avot bidvaro, mechaye metim b'ma'amaro, ha'el hakadosh she'en kamohu, ha'meniach le'amo, b'yom Shabbat kadsho, kivam ratza lehaniach lahem, kivam ratza lehaniach lahem, lefanan avod b'rava fachat, v'noder lishmo b'be'ol yom tamid, me'ein habrachot, el hahoda'ot, Adon HaShalom, Mekadesh HaShabbat, Uvarech Shvi'i, Halmeniach Bigdusha, Liaminu Shneoneg, Zecher Lemase V'Reshit. Eloheinu, Avelgeinu, Votenu, Ritzei Kemutaenu, Kadshenu, B'mitzvotecha, V'tein Chelkeinu, B'toratecha, Sabeinu, Mituvecha, V'samcheinu, B'shuatecha, V'taheli beinu liavdecha be'emet, v'hanchilenu Adonai Eloheinu, u'rachava u'ratzon Shabbat kadshecha, v'yanuchu v'Yisrael, Mekadeshei Shemecha, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
On the bottom of page 48, Irene will lead us in Kaddish Shalom.
Yitkadal, Yitkadal, Shemei Rabbah, Bilmo Divrach Yute, Vilik Machute, Bechaye, Chon of Yomechon, Uvachaye Techol Beit Yisrael, Bagala, Bagala, Uvisvad Karin, Vimaru, Amen, Yehe Shmei Rabbah Mavorach, Leolam Yol Meomaya, Yitzbarach, Yitzbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitba'ar, V'yitaman, V'yitnaseh, V'yitada, V'yitaleh, V'yitala, Shemed HaKudashah, V'ela, Min Kol B'chata, V'shirata, Tushbechata, V'nechemata, Damiran B'yalma, V'yimaru, Amen. Salatonu Rajatim, Chol Yisrael, Kadam Ahovam, Dishmaya, V'Yimaru, Amen. Yehi Shmel Arabin Shemaya, V'Bechim Aleinu V'Chol Yisrael, V'Yimaru, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'Mamav, V'Yoseh Shalom, Aleinu V'Chol Yisrael, V'Yimaru, Amen. Done.
Return to page, don't jump the gun and get up for the Kiddush yet. Return to page 370. And Paul will lead us in responsively in the gift of Shabbat.
The gift of Shabbat. Out of a vast and formless mass, you, O God, did fashion a world. You brought light into darkness, order where there was confusion, and living creatures to inhabit the earth. You created us in your own image, giving us dominion over all your works. Then you rejoiced in your creation. You beheld your work, and it was good. You have given us Shabbat to remember creation. Implant within us the spark of your spirit, that we may share with you the joy of creation, and you may find our efforts good. May we also bring light where there is darkness, ennobling thus the human heart and mind. Sovereign of all creation, God Most High, your power is manifest in the destiny of people and nations. You delivered Israel from bondage in Egypt, for it is your will that we should be free. You have given us Shabbat to commemorate that freedom, to teach us that no one shall ever be master and no one a slave. Help us to break every shackle asunder, hastening the day when the strong will be just and the weak will no longer know fear. You, our Creator, are mindful of your handiwork. Your ordinances are all conceived in wisdom. You commanded us to cease from our labor, that we may find joy and peace in Shabbat rest. For we were not made only to labor. We must pause and reflect and commune with you. We thank you, our Creator, for the gift of Shabbat, your gift to Israel that blesses all mankind.
Thank you. We now rise for the Kiddush on page 49, and we invite all the past presidents of Sisterhood to come up
Grab a
and
wine.
join in the Kiddush.
They need to grab a wine.
It was handed out to them.
Did they take it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not as past president.
While people are gathering, if I could just say a few words. I'm Beth Hoffman. I'm the Sisterhood president that's living, and that's an inside joke. And I'm very proud of our sisterhood. Look at Lador Vador, how many generations are here, and how many wonderful events that each of these sisterhood presidents, I'm sure, put on and followed through, and always doing good for the temple. And I'm very proud to be one of you now. Okay. Oh, see, I'm living. I'm still living. Yes. Hold on, get the wrong page. All right. It's the long one, so I hope you know it. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei bari hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsha v'yahava ratzon ilanu, zikaron l'maaseh Bereshit, kilom tehillah l'divrei kodesh, zecher l'tzion Mitzrayim, kivanu v'chata, v'yotanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat ha'kodshecha, v'yahava uvratzon, imchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, B'kadesh, Asher Sorry. I'm short. I gotta finish it.
We remain standing and turn to page 149, where Loretta will lead us in the prayer for the state of Israel. Page 149.
Avinu Shabbat Shemayim, Rock and Redeemer of the people Israel, bless the state of Israel with its promise of redemption. Shield it with your love, spread over it the shelter of your peace. Guide its leaders and advisors with your light and your truth. Help them with your good counsel. Strengthen the hands of those who defend our holy land. Deliver them, crown their efforts with triumph. Bless the land with peace and its inhabitants with lasting joy. And let us say, Amen.
On page 52, we join together in the Mourners Kaddish for those who have lost their lives through the wars in Israel. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah v'yamad divra hirutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayei chon u'v'yomei chon u'v'chayei rechol beit Yisrael v'agala v'zman kariv v'yimru amen. Yehi shmei rabbah mevarach v'yolam umei omaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitamel shemei dekudesha richu le'elam min kol birchata v'shirata v'mishmachata v'nechemata damiran v'yoma v'yimru amen. Yehi shlomo rabbah min shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom v'mirmav u'yaseh shalom aleinu v'yal kol Yisrael v'yimru amen. You may be seated. I'd like to introduce Ellen Leonard, the president of the North Atlantic Region Women's League for Conservative Judaism, to bring greetings from the region.
You know, 30-something years ago, Barbara Katzman, who was the sisterhood president, probably president for life for a long time, at my synagogue in Newington, Connecticut, approached me and said, I know you can read Hebrew. I didn't read Hebrew that well then, but would you read these like 2 first lines and 2 last lines of a psalm for Sisterhood Shabbat? And I was like, oh my God, how am I going to do that? And I brought the book home and I studied and I studied and I got up there and my knees were shaking and I probably lost 10 pounds of sweat. And at the end of it all, everybody said, Yasha Koach, and that was when I decided that Yasha Koach meant better you than me. There is never a situation where that doesn't work, but it was really nice to see so many of you participating. And thank you so much for welcoming me yet again to Temple Ner Tamid. It's truly a joy and an honor to be here with you for Sisterhood Shabbat. I bring warm greetings from North Atlantic Region of Women's League for Conservative Judaism and for the larger Women's League family. When you gather together as a sisterhood, you're doing something deeply meaningful, supporting your congregation, strengthening Jewish life, and building community. But you're also part of something much bigger. Your sisterhood belongs not only to our region, but to an international organization with women connected through Women's League across the United States, Canada, Mexico, and even Cuba. This connection brings real benefits. Being affiliated with Women's League means you have access to a wider network of sisterhoods and leaders, shared ideas and resources, leadership development opportunity like leadership training that's about to take place in a couple of weeks down in Florida, programs in learning, and support for the work you do, whether that's membership engagement, fundraising, social action, ritual, or building a vibrant community. In short, you're never doing this alone. And speaking of connection, one of the best parts of Women's League is that we get together in person. I hope many of you will join us at our upcoming North Atlantic Region Conference on March 15th in Camp Ramah in Palmer, Massachusetts. It's a wonderful opportunity to learn, share ideas, meet your sisters and leaders from across the region, and come home energized with new tools and new friends. And on an even bigger scale, I want to encourage you to consider attending Women's League International Convention July 12th through 14th in Alexandria, Virginia. There's something incredibly powerful about being in a room filled with women from across our international community. Convention reminds us that our work matters and that we're part of something historic and vibrant, and that Jewish communal life is stronger because sisterhoods show up. Most importantly, Women's League is about the power of women coming together to strengthen Jewish life right here in your congregation and far beyond it. Tonight, as we celebrate Sisterhood Shabbat, honoring our founder, Matilda Schechter, we celebrate exactly that spirit. Thank you again for having me. I love driving here from Connecticut, I really do. And I'm going to miss it when I'm not president after this year. Always remember that sisterhood is the heart of a congregation, and Women's League is the heartbeat that connects us all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ellen. Shabbat Shalom. This week's Torah portion is Va'era. In this portion, God tells Moses and Aaron to go to Pharaoh to demand freedom for the Israelites. Pharaoh refuses, and God unleashes the plagues on the Egyptians. With each plague, Pharaoh promises to free the Israelites and asks Moses to stop the plague. But each time, God hardens Pharaoh's heart, and he changes his mind as soon as the plague is over. There are three principal characters in this parsha: Moses, Pharaoh, and the Israelites. Each of them is an unwilling participant in the roles that have been assigned to them. First, there is Moses. God appears to Moses and announces that he has heard the groans of the Israelites, has seen their suffering, and plans to liberate them with Moses as his agent. Moses protests his total unfitness for the job. "O Lord, I am not a man of words, neither in the past nor since you spoke to your servant, for I am slow of speech and of a slow tongue," says Moses. In effect, he is telling God that he could hardly have chosen a less qualified spokesman. Next, there is Pharaoh. Obviously, Pharaoh is not interested in being part of this drama. He finds the request to liberate the slaves preposterous, especially when he is approached in the name of some invisible god. Pharaoh's comment is, "Who is the Lord that I should listen to his voice to let Israel go? I know not the Lord, and moreover, I will not let Israel go." Then there is our third unwilling participant, the enslaved Israelites. When Moses intercedes with Pharaoh on behalf of the Israelites, Pharaoh becomes enraged and increases their workload by forcing them to provide their own straw to produce the bricks. No wonder that Moses' promise that the God of their ancestors is about to redeem them from bondage leaves the Israelites disbelieving and unmoved. Never before was a ruler coerced into freeing his slaves, his own property, and never before were the slaves freed. In the midst of all these unwilling participants, we do find a hero. God, of course, is the true hero. It is God who enables a stammering, tongue-tied Moses, with the help of his brother Aaron, to deliver the demands to Pharaoh. And it is God who takes down the tyrant Pharaoh and transforms the oppressed slaves into a kingdom of priests and a holy people. This is the ancient drama that we retell each year at Passover, handing it down midor lidor, from generation to generation. But besides retelling it, what can we learn from it? Like Moses, we may often make excuses. It's too hard. I can't speak well. I don't have enough time. Like the Israelites, we may not have the courage and strength to overcome adversity and handicaps and fight for what is right. We need to remove the self-imposed obstacles. Instead of excuses, we need to find reasons to rise to the challenges that we face. By doing so together, as members of sisterhood and the Jewish community, we will make a difference and make our community stronger and the world a better place for us all. We continue on page 51. Please rise for Elena. Led by Mimi.
Aleinu l'shabeach v'adon hakol lates gedula v'yosef reshit shelo asanu k'goyei haratzot v'lo samanu k'mishpachot hadoma shelo sam helkenu gahem v'gav aleinu k'chol hamonav Malchei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Shehu Notesh Shamayim V'Yosef Haaretz U'Moshe V'Karon B'Shamayim Mima'al U'Shvi Natsuzo Megomei Meromim Hu Eloheinu Einod Emet Malkeinu Efesulato Kakatu V'Torato V'Yadat Hayom L'Hashavota Elavavecha Ki Adonai Hu Elohim B'Shamayim Mima'al V'al haaretz mitachad Eino. Katuv v'totecha anoyim loch li'olam va'ed V'nema v'hayav Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz v'yom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shemo echad Shemo echad.
You may be seated. The art sites for this week: Dr. Hyman David Klickstein, Robert Costello, Carl Goldman, Celia Kane, William Landsman, Richard Parsons, Lillian Allenson, Gordon Diamond, Robert Taub, Abram Gangel, James Reisberg, Gertrude Schwartz, Hyman Sulloway, F. Rhoda Cole, Israel Gaffin, Shirley Lipman, Harry London, Philip Dantowitz, Sarah Goldberg, Ruth Harris, Jacob Levine, Marvin Mandel, Francis Miller, Martin Zimmerman, Burton H. Goldstein, Cynthia Lieberfarb, Bernard Rosenbaum, Manus Taxa, Manuel E. Finn, Samuel Goldberg, Norman Leventhal, Sarah Schultz, Leo Simons, Rose Solicy, Carol Stone, Carolyn Toulousky. Are there any others? We rise for the Kaddish on page 52. Yitgadal, V'yitkadash, Shemei Rabbah, V'yomad Divrach Hirutei, V'yamlich Malchutei, V'chaye Chon, U'v'yomei Chon, U'v'chaye D'chol Beit Yisrael, V'hagalah, V'zman Kariv, V'yimru, Amen. Yehei Shmei Rabbah Mevarach, Le'olam Olmei Omaya, Yitbarach, V'yishtabach, V'yitpa'ar, V'yitromam, V'yitnaseh, V'yitadar, V'yitaleh, V'yitalel, Shemei D'Kudashah, B'rechu. Le'ela, min kol birchata, V'shirata, Tushbechata, V'nechemata, Da'amiran, V'yalma, V'yimru, Amen. Yehei Shlomo Rabba min Shemaya, V'chayim Aleinu, V'yal kol Yisrael, V'yimru, Amen. Oseh Shalom B'mramav, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu V'al Kol Yisrael V'yimru, Amen. Beth, announcements.
Shabbat Shalom. First, I'd like to thank Esther for a very well-deserved Yasha Koach, which doesn't mean what Ellen said, because she put all of this together. Every year she does this, and she does a terrific job. So thank you very much.
Doesn't mean I'm doing it next year.
That's what you say every year. Okay. Saturday morning services begin at 9:30 a.m. Services are held every Sunday at 9:30 a.m., followed by breakfast and study every Monday through Thursday at 7 p.m. All services are in person and virtual. Congregants observing a yurtzeit often request a minyan. These requests are listed in the weekly e-blast. Please help support our temple family members by attending the daily minyan. There's no religious school this Sunday, and the office will be closed Monday in honor of Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Social Action will be serving at Haven from Hunger the second Monday of the month. Let Elliot Weiner know if you would like to volunteer. The next date will be Monday, February 9th. Sisterhood ongoing Tikkun Olam project, knitting for those in need. I hope you all saw on the e-blast, we had our first get-together of teaching people how to knit, or people who knew how to knit came and mentored the people who didn't know how to knit. And we're going to be making scarves and hats for people in need, and it's a very wonderful event, ongoing event. Women's Rosh Kodesh group is looking for volunteers. You can share your home or some ideas for activities. Reach out to Esther Kaufman. Upcoming January events. Tomorrow night, Men's Club and Sisterhood are having a musical bingo. It should be a lot of fun. If you haven't made your reservation, you can still come. You just have to pay a little bit more at the door. But it's going to be a lot of fun. If you don't know what musical bingo is, find me at Oneg and I'll tell you. Rosh Kodesh group supports the Northeast Arc Bingo. What day is that on?
Tuesday.
This Tuesday? This Tuesday. The youth group, grades 3 through 7, are doing laser tag. There's also book club. Shabbat Shalom Circle at the JCC this month. Coming up in February, Men's Club Worldwide Rap. If you don't know how to lay tefillin, you'll learn, or you could teach someone. We have our congregational meeting right after that. Rosh Kodesh group will be doing a Tu B'Shvat Seder. Purim, Shalach Mano preparation, we need volunteers. Adele Labarsky, notify her and she'll help you. She'll get a date for you. That didn't come out right. She'll help you. Yeah, okay. Please remember to RSVP for all events. Check the e-blast for all dates and times. You can sign up for all the events in the temple office or by clicking on the flyers in the e-blast. There's a lot happening at TNT. Information about all events can be found in our weekly e-blasts. Friday night, thank you to Sisterhood for sponsoring this evening's Oneg and Shabbat Shalom.
Our closing reading will be read by Sue Savy.
For the blessings which you lavish upon us, in forest and in sea, in mountain and meadow, in rain and sun, we thank you. For the blessings you implant within us, joy and peace, meditation and laughter, we are grateful to you. For the blessing of friendship and love, of family and community, for the blessings we ask of you and those we cannot ask, for the blessings you bestow upon us openly and those you give us in secret. For all the blessings, Creator of the universe, we thank you and are grateful to you. For the blessings we recognize and those we fail to recognize. For the blessings of our tradition and the joys of this holy Shabbat. For the blessings of return and forgiveness, of memory, of vision, and of hope. For all these blessings which surround us on every side, dear God, hear our thanks and accept our gratitude. And this was by Ruth Bryn.
Thank you, Sue.
You're welcome.
And our service concludes on page 53 with the Yigdal led by Sasha Newman.
Yigdal Elohim Chai v'yeshtabach nimsa v'yenei el mitzirto echa v'yenei kiyichanudo ne'lam v'gam en sof lihanuto ein lo demut haguf v'yeno guf lo narech elav kerushato Kadman B'Elavar Asher Nira Rishon Yemeshit L'Rishito Hino Adon Olam B'chol Notzar Yoreg Dulato Umalchuto Shefan Rilato Natano Elan Tefegulato V'Tifarto Lo kam b'Yisrael k'Moshe od Navi u'mabid et emunato Torah emet natan l'Moel al yad Navi ne'no eman beito Lo yahalif ha'el ha'il mirdato li'olamim l'zulato Sofev Yudea Sechareinu Mabit Nosov Dabar Bikad Mato Gomel Ish Chesed Kemifalo Notain Larasha Ra Kerishato Mishlach Lakesh Yavnim Mishayireinu Life Dot Mechakekech Yeshuato Meitim Yachaya El Berov Hasto Baruch Adeyad Shem Tehilato Meitim Yachaya El Berov Hasto Baruch Adeyad Shem Tehilato.
Shabbat Shalom.